Now, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's noticed this, but there are three ways in which I have completely changed my health, my mindset, and my whole attitude towards life. And the most important habits I've picked up in my early 20s. Number one, if you don't do this, you're completely fucking yourself from the jump. If you don't pick up a fucking book, and I'm talking about a physical book. Now, all of us, you about the same age as me or older. I don't know how these kids doing nowadays, but we were required to fucking read. Like, had to have 100 book challenge, had to go to the bookstore. You know what I'm saying? A book drive and get a book, go to the library and rent a book. Like shit like that does not exist anymore because we've gotten to a point where we've normalized like not reading. And there's a lot of people who think doom scrolling and shit is reading. That's not fucking reading. That's just consuming. And you're not reading with intent. You're not reading for creative capacity anymore. You're just consuming information. And that shit is cooking our entire generation. People don't even think reading is fundamental no more. Like, I could just pop an audio book, watch a YouTube summary, or maybe they'll skim a summary and they think that or TikTok clips is good enough. Like, I understand the concept. Like, no, go in there, read, understand, be attentive. Bro, that is a skill that is a lost art. And when I picked this up, I started reading again. I started on my iPad and I would read like a few books a year, and it definitely still helped work those gears. I started getting more creative. I was able to articulate myself better. But another thing I realized is my screen time is OD. And so what did I do? I got physical books. And this was probably the greatest shift that I had lately. Picking up an actual book, flipping through the pages. This book smells good as fuck. You wanna know why? Because it's brand new. And it's like mint condition. It just feels like I'm doing what I was meant to do when it comes to consuming information and challenging my thoughts, my own beliefs. It's one of the best habits that I picked up. But on that same breath, in the screen time breath, bro, we spend so much time consuming information, consuming content. Screen time is at an all-time high for most people. If it's not on your phone, it's not on social media, maybe it's on YouTube and you're watching just bullshit. Or if it's not YouTube, then maybe you're on Netflix and you are chronically watching shows or binge watching Love Island. Like, there's these things that are just like mindless tasks, and they become normalized to a point where we think that that's just like, yo, that's just how you can spend your time, drifting, heavy on drifting through life without really having much intent behind it. So, number two, I went ahead and I stopped having so much screen time. I delete social medias. Like, it's a dumb philosophy, but it's just kind of what works for me. I delete social media throughout the week and I re-download it on the weekends, right? And what that has shown me is one, you don't miss much. Like, a lot of times you think the group chat was busting or you might miss some reels. You come back on the weekend and it's the same fucking reels. Like, the same reels you would have missed if you were on Instagram throughout the entire week or TikTok or whatever. You come back, you see the little 7, 8, 10 reels, and you're like, would that have been worth me consuming this app? Like, I didn't miss much as far as scrolling, but okay, my group chats and my friends, conversations and buzzing, you didn't miss much. You come back and it's the same shit, just a different week of it, and you're like, wow, like, I should have did this sooner. And not only that, you have to curate. Oh my God, that is not talked enough. You have to curate what is going on in front of you. The idle mind is the devil's playground. And if you just scroll and consume these informations from these algorithms mindlessly, it is gonna fuck with you more than you will ever understand because it's just gonna feed you what it knows works. It knows fear, it knows lust, it knows anger, it knows how to stir the pot, it knows how to give it to you exactly what you need. So if you curate your content, like there's some pages that I have that I only engage with certain types of content because I only want my profile to give me more of this. I want them to think I'm the nerdiest motherfucker about personal finance, investments, business, and just creative entrepreneurial ideas and content strategies that you can make. Because I don't want anything else on this. I don't want to consume any other type of information because your mind is the most precious thing. And this is a gem that I read in a book recently. And it talks about how your mind is the most fruitful soil that has ever existed on the planet. But the interesting part about it is it does not care what you plant in the soil. You could plant the most beautiful flowers, you could grow the most luscious garden, best fruits. You could literally put everything positive into your mind and it will grow plentiful. But if you plant seeds of just poison and the most horrible nightshade, it will return that in wonderful abundance. Like, it does not care what you plant. It will give you back tenfold whatever you plant. So that makes it very dangerous to just consume things mindlessly, because it is affecting you, whether you consciously or subconsciously acknowledge it or not. So limiting screen time, limiting what you're consuming. Number two, greatest decision that I made. And number three, I will honestly say, is to take more risks. And I don't think that that's just business. Obviously, in business, it's great because you learn a lot of skills. When you try and you fail, you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot. But it's not just business either. Having a risk to talk to a stranger. You know what? Actually, I'm going to risk and not even get on my phone in the elevator. I'm just going to talk to the person in the elevator, or I'm going to go on a walk today. I'm not going to bring any headphones. Or I'm just going to do things to be more present, to talk to that girl, and not even with an intent to get her information, just to make conversation, just to be a human being, a social creature. These things people don't realize. Like, when you get yourself involved, you put yourself out there. The only way you get hit is if you jump out in traffic and give yourself opportunity to get hit. So give yourself more opportunities to get hit, and it rewards people who put themselves out there more than you'll ever realize in this life. And those are probably the top three things that I've learned in the last few years that have absolutely changed the way I think, the way I move, and just better my life. I honestly, I'm not perfect, but pick up a fucking book, stop the screen time, even on the weekends, bro. Like, only reason I even download social media again on the weekends because, like, say you meet some people, it's annoying getting everybody's phone number. It's kind of fucking outdated. Like, who wants all these phone numbers from people that you don't give a fuck about? Like, social media is a cool way to just connect with people that you meet on your day to day. But yeah, bro, and then just putting yourself out there, jumping out, taking risks, doing things that you really wouldn't do. Like, recently I started boxing. Like, I never boxed in my life, and that was a great experience for me because it put me in like a coaching mentorship. I'm not the smartest person in the room anymore. I'm not always the smartest person in the room, but like, I'm a beginner again, and I think there's a beautiful thing in that because, you're pushing yourself to try new things. Even like, I might sign up for a cooking class, or I don't know, fucking archery. I don't know, like some random shit, just cause, like, fuck it, we're only here once. Just try shit that you're interested in. And I think that's so important to just try new things, bro. But hopefully, if you benefited from this, man, just check out more on this channel. I'm gonna post just more content. I'm not one-dimensional at all. I like giving good advice because I think there's a lot of people who could benefit, but I'm also pretty fucking creative and funny and chaotic too. So I'm gonna put more and more shit on here. Just want to give my spiel. Keep reading, stay blessed, and I'll talk to y'all on the next one.